Hi, I'm Eduardo Norette with Campus Reform. With recent calls around the country to defund police departments and defund cops, we're here today in Miami, Florida to talk to young Americans to see what they think. So with a lot of the recent protests that have been going on, the calls for racial equality, we're seeing a lot of younger Americans, whether, in their own lives, even on college campuses, universities, making calls to cut ties with police and defund police departments. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. I think we should defund the police just because I just don't think it's fair how they're treating people. I just don't think that they're being fair to everyone, and the brutality is getting really bad.
We should defund the police, yes. With defunding the police, I feel like we waste a lot of money with military specifically, just with weapons.
Do you think we should defund police departments?
That's a good question.
I think maybe to a certain extent we should defund them a little bit, but not completely, because I think police brings order.
People are still dying even if they don't resist arrest. So I think there has to be a change in the police system. I don't think it's the people's problem.
I think sometimes they abuse their power.
Obviously, not all cops are bad, but what we've seen so far, it's terrible, So we still need that order and stuff. We still need people to protect us. But yeah, sometimes they think that they're above the law.
If we defund police departments, who's going to arrest the criminals?
The thing with that is that usually when you do get criminal cases or cases of rape and stuff, the police sometimes they turn away from that stuff, and the perpetrators aren't arrested, which is why I don't think the police are doing good.
If the police departments were defunded, who would be arresting the criminals?
Yeah, I think that the police department should be reformed in a way. Do you know what I mean? Not a whole new branch, but they really need to do security, checkups.
I mean, obviously, I don't think we should defund it completely, because then, who are you gonna call?
Yeah, I think there would be higher crime rates at first.
I mean, we still need people to protect us. If you're getting robbed or something like that, if you can't call the police, then what are you gonna do?
The police that we have now, it just should be a different law enforcement.
We should still maintain the police, but maybe take away some of their rights. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but get some restrictions on the power that they have. So I think we just need to focus on making the system less racist and systematically racist. The police shouldn't be there to kill innocent people.
Would you feel comfortable calling the police?
I mean, normally I would say yes, but with what's been going on, I don't know if I would feel comfortable calling the police.
I mean, it kind of depends what emergency. If I'm in danger and I call someone that's not the police, what can they do?
Because that's what the problem with this is, because then it leaves people who are you supposed to call?
If we defund the police department, who are you going to call if there's a crime? Who are you going to call if you're in need of help?
I don't really feel a necessity to call the police ever. Usually most of the time I just call my parents or my friends. So
if I call my mom, they're not going to be oh my gosh, scary. My mom can't arrest them, So yeah, I would really want the police to not be defunded.
The thing is, I've been in situations where I've needed to call the police, and the thing is, I call and they don't get to my house for a good 10, 15 minutes, whatever.
Right now, the police that we have now, I wouldn't feel safe.
Do you think we should defund the police?
So if we're taking away the police, it's definitely going to be a disruption to social order.
No, I think that's an awful idea.
If you defund the police, it just defunds the whole, security system that we have, our safety form.
I'm sorry, I get it that there are some police that are committing racial injustices, but at the end of the day, those are people that risk their lives every day to make us safer.
I mean, during the first civil rights movements in the 1960s, they weren't asking to defund the police, but better promote equality, and I think that's what we have to keep doing.
And a life without a police system or just a system that protects us is total anarchy. So most young people are kind of like sheep. And they're quick to kind of follow anything that calls for justice and this is what's trendy, and they don't really think it through as much as they should.
How's it going? I'm Eduardo Norette with Campus Reform. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to get our latest content, click right here. If you're interested in joining our team as a correspondent or an investigator, click there. And if you want to donate to make sure we can create more great content like this, click right here.